Good morning and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. Some years ago, I found an article in the Lutheran magazine, and it was written by a Mennonite. While I was studying at a large college, the author wrote, the cafeteria line offered more food than I was used to eating. Like other newcomers to this cafeteria, I was intoxicated at first by the abundance. The bright orange, yellow, and green foods, attractively prepared, invited me to eat. Lemon pie? I couldn't resist it. Donuts dipped in frosting and covered with nuts greeted me every morning. As I took a plate of lasagna, I admired the student who moved through the line with only a salad and a glass of milk. I excused myself because I knew I wasn't gluttonous. Gluttony refers to people who have to take antacids. Besides, what difference would a few extra onion rings make to a starving person halfway around the world? Slowly, it grew on me that I had surrendered my eating controls to the norms of an affluent society. I ate because the food was there. I slowly became aware that I no longer prayed, "Give us this day our daily bread." I didn't need to. I knew that tomorrow the cafeteria line would be open again. I concluded one day that if I eat more than necessary, God isn't sitting at the table with me, but with the poor watching me. The article was entitled, "I Ate My Way to Emptiness." I ate my way to emptiness. Perhaps there's no better definition of one of the 7 deadly sins, gluttony. Gluttony is better known as overeating. Gluttony is when you stuff yourself so full that there's no room for anybody else inside. Gluttony is when you are unaware that those peas on your plate really do matter because there are starving people in Africa. It's the sin of indulgence. And like greed yesterday, it's a sin of neglect, a sin of satisfying ourselves at the expense of others. It doesn't have to be food, you know. Tobacco, gasoline, electricity, money, anything that we use an overabundance of, anything that we use that comes at the expense of others meets the test. Gluttony is a sin of neglect. The only way to overcome it is to see Christ in your neighbor. That's what the whole passage in Matthew 25 is all about. At the end, Jesus says, "Truly I say to you, as you cared for the least of these, you did it to me." Gluttony is a sin of neglect, a sin of abusing others to satisfy our desires, the sin of consuming our own souls. The only way out is to see Christ in your neighbor. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.